This coverage is brought to you with 0 YouTube ads in the first 24 hours, courtesy of Arby's. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the conclusion of the 2020 Discraft Ledgestone Insurance Open. Just 9 holes to play. We are at Lake Eureka for the conclusion of this championship. Big Barry commentary. Jeremy Koling joined by my buddy, Paul Ulibarri.
I like what you did there. Man, we don't really have a battle. Ricky has taken over the tournament, but we do have a lot of people jockeying for the next position, second place, third place, fourth place, and then on down the line as we see those competitors on the right-hand side. So I'm excited.
A ton of ties and lead changes as far as second place lead changes, and Ricky Wysocki just trying to avoid the disastrous mistake. And if he does that, if he shoots 2 under on the back 9, he's going to coast to this title in 2020. Hole 10, par 3, 425 feet, and it's just straight there in front of you with just a little bit of that OB action on the left and some tree line on the right. Other than that, pick a disc that goes that far and throw it straight at it.
It's actually a pretty tough shot. There's going to be a right to left wind, which if you get it over, this is what's going to happen. It's going to push you and drift you into the woods. And if you don't get that nose angle right, it'll lift you into that out of bounds on the left. So that's a common mistake. If you have the distance with the sidearm, this is a great play because it's a helping wind. And that's going to work.
Fighting back a little bit, and that was going to be 28 feet tops, and now it's going to be 50.
Rick says, I like what you're doing with that shot. Yeah, I'm going to give it a go myself. I'll miss the tree.
Oh, gosh, that's so far. Having a low line hyzer 420 in the bag with your forehand, it's a good thing to have. This kid has it, but not this time.
Actually, he does have it. He just has it in the exact wrong direction.
Okay, so maybe he did get the distance, but not, as Billy Crump would say, he's got the furtherance, just needs to work on the torterance.
Had a route in there.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, good little bid from in there, for sure. McBeth says, I got a little something in here as well. If we can see Paul, he can see the basket.
And if he can see the basket, then I'm hungry. Let's get food.
Got him.
Oh, jeez. Come on, man. The birdie streak continues at 7. Paul McBeth just on fire right now.
Look at how he just gets under that branch, and then the putter speeds up as it gets out, sees its home, and then flies right in.
That is a thing of beauty. That is so fun to watch that. I'll take an H in horse for that, for sure. I'll take the H. Oh, and give me the R right now, too.
Kevin's biggest problem was he wasn't landing at 40 feet on the front 9, and now he is, and now he will be scoring.
Awesome.
And if that wasn't the definition of Kevin Jones, I don't know what was.
Yeah, seriously. Just exactly. You've seen the same Jomez, excuse me. Copyright. You've seen that same putt 100 times. 3 under on 10 is a good score. Even though it is in front of you, like you said, it's a lot more to it than just throw 425 straight. It's just a very challenging hole. Not so challenging as hole 11, par 3, 300 feet on the dot. It's blind from where the player throws from, so you really have to pick your spot and commit to it. Other than that, it does kind of get a little close to the out of bounds on the backside and to the right, but this should not be too big of a challenge for this card.
Last time we said that, everybody went out of bounds right, though. And the same thing.
What is going on? 7 straight, and this is the one. Okay. It can happen at any point.
Yeah, you need to keep that concentration through all holes.
Yeah.
And once you come up to an easy one, sometimes those are the toughest ones to get. Seems like you leak them to like 30 feet or 35. Well, not for Kevin. Don't go to 35 feet, but to 30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet's bad. 36
and then
feet.
all of a sudden, it's like this one. A little bit tougher of a putt. High-rise basket, out of bounds kind of everywhere. A little crosswind. He thinks he's parked. He's really not. Let's see if he makes it.
He thinks he's parked. He's not. And the last hole that McBeth did not birdie was the 260
This is gone
foot.
as well.
Okay, so,
You know what? If we made 18 of these, I got McBeth in my back pocket.
For sure. I'll take you in a battle of the Pauls. So was it parked or not? Yep, that was parked.
Kevin's a rhythm putter. Once he makes a couple, I feel like he starts making all of them.
2 under right now through 11 holes. 3 over in the first 2, and then another double bogey after that, and he's still 2 under par. When this man starts putting birdies together, he gets them in huge chunks. And you can see down that last 9 hole stretch for Kevin Jones. 7 birdies. McBeth close enough to tap in the par, and Ricky and Kevin both with the birdie. On to the water tower hole, the beloved hole that they have now added a key ingredient to this course by adding a flat teeing surface, which was asked for by so many players. Nate Heinold, being the terrific tournament director that he is, provided one, and really all the play is just a big hyzer, lefty hyzer. Obviously we don't have any lefties in this card, or a righty hyzer. Just want to barely get around the backside of that tower. So many shots that hit that tower end up hitting the ground at a roll angle, and so often those roll out of bounds.
Perfect. This is exactly what you're looking for.
Yep.
You want to get it wide enough with the right height with a good stable disc. Now, if you have a faster disc, something that's speeding up at that time, it's really easy to go deep or really easy to get the nose angle wrong and then send you into that tower, which, like you said, a bunch of rollers come off of that, and then good luck.
And Kevin's got enough power on this. I think this should air past the tower, and that's going to be just under the pin. Perfect shot. Nice and high, and so many times when you see a shot with that much height, it doesn't quite have the distance to get around that tower. Kevin Jones, no shortage of power for that young man.
This is also looking really good as long as it doesn't go deep. Nope.
Yeah. A little bit of a, I don't know if it was this way for these guys, but when we came through here, probably about an hour before them, a little bit of a headwind, which I ended up clubbing up. I don't know if these guys made the same decision or not.
And Anthony's been off with his power, early releasing.
And that actually, fortunate, threw it so short that he ended up not hitting the tower and stayed in bounds left side. So much so he's got an open look.
Yeah, that was the best shank of his life. I've never seen somebody in
Left
bounds.
side? Yeah.
Left side hyzer.
It is rare. And the crowd loving it as Kevin Jones has collected his 6th consecutive birdie, and he is certainly starting to heat up. Hole 13, par 5, 1,080 feet, a hyzer to this part of the green, and then a hyzer to this part of the green, and you get the picture. There's one more hyzer across each little bulge of water as it goes onto the land, just kind of separating the hole into 3 consecutive hyzers. Obviously, you could see somebody go down the fairway up the left side, but you never see anyone play this hole that way.
A lefty's worst nightmare.
It is a very difficult hole for a lefty.
I was just going to say the one thing you do not want to do is hit the tree, because I see a lot of people do exactly that. Hits the tree, rolls right in the water. But he's going to have a standstill hyzer from there. Ricky's one of the rare people who is actually pretty good at a standstill and has a lot of power. Shouldn't be a problem.
And not only that, he actually will be able to get a meter from the top of the hill. The rocks played as that casual relief, and you get a meter from that. So he'll be able to get in a little bit more comfortable stance.
Yeah, he'll be in perfect position then.
You want to be as close to the water on each of these first 2 shots as you can, really opening up the best angle on your 3rd shot.
So then it would be considered a really good kick.
Potentially. And that's so far, I don't know if that's in good position.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I think that he's going to be pinched off right there, and he'll have to make a decision whether to go backside or monster hyzer, which is really dangerous. Anthony, this is more of what you're looking for, as long as it gets down.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good spot right there. Really, that tree is pretty much in the perfect landing zone.
The only thing that Kevin really has to do here is step on the out-of-bounds string, get some height on it, and he's done that. This will be just fine.
Yeah, that's a great pull.
And I know it looks like these guys are playing lawn darts because they really are with those discs, but it is a bit breezy.
Mm-hmm. No trees in the way. Rick has just nothing but open skies to be able to swing that hyzer, and actually coming up a bit short. Maybe the abbreviated run-up didn't allow him to get quite as much momentum into that throw. That's perfect.
We also should mention that Ricky's been hunting the last few tournaments for this victory and been coming up short. He came up 2nd place at the at D-Glow, I believe. He came up just short of being in that playoff at the Preserve, I believe, right?
Yeah,
and so this isn't like all of a sudden Ricky's here. He's been really close the last few tournaments, so to see him break through like this is not surprising in any way, as we see how tucked McBeth was right there.
And this was kicking left, and had it not caught a second limb, that could have potentially kicked out of bounds.
Ricky trusting this one. I'd trust it too if I could do that.
Okay, so Ricky in no trouble after connecting on just a little bit of a little obstacle on that 2nd shot.
That's going to be left and short. And that'll probably just be a par for Kevin. That's a tough one to run.
Anthony, the only player who's pretty much played this hole exactly how he drew it up from the start. And not anymore. Wow. And that is that's fortunately very generous on the backside OB. In the years past, that had been a lot closer to the pin on the backside.
And I'm wondering what McBeth has here. He's going super aggressive. Annie out, flex out, stall shot.
Of course. What would you do?
To a putt.
That's outrageous.
Oh my gosh, that is
outrageous.
If you guys want to see a good shot, push the rewind button and check out what he just did. So innovative from that spot.
That is nutty. Oh no.
Now he has to run this.
And so Kevin still has some work to do for his bogey.
You get a meter off the rock.
AB's a bit deep. He can be dangerous.
Ooh.
That was good height.
Very good effort. And the disc so far on the left side, even from there, that tried to hyzer in. That's an all-timer.
Wow, par.
What an insane save.
Yeah, you put the rest of the field there, probably not getting a par.
No. He had nothing.
And Ricky, the only one that was in real trouble off the tee,
Yeah.
is the only one that's going to be racking up the bird.
So the comfort level gets just a little comfier as Rick extends that lead to 9 shots now over McBeth. Moving on to the hardest hole on the course. 4.83 average, Paul. This one is hard. Par 4, 850 feet, and just by moving the pin back 60 feet, we've turned this hole into a pretty attackable 2-shot hole into something that really doesn't seem like a 2-shot hole anymore unless you throw an absolute gem of a tee shot.
Ricky says, oh.
You like gems? I got a whole closet full of them.
Yeah, look at this little treasure chest right here. Here's some gems for you. That is a gem. That's a CE Eagle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I have a few of those myself, Paul says.
Yeah, he's got like a closet and a half.
Yeah, he's got some rings.
He's got some crystal. He's got some rings. He told me that he doesn't carry cash. He just hides gold bars in the ground, so he's got some of those too.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Yeah, that is. Wow. That's the
Reach.
first time I've seen that.
From hit,
Sidearm down the middle to the far, to the landing zone.
we should play a practice round. I mean, I dated a girl named Jules. I got some gems too.
Kevin with a nice M4
Those are 4
shot.
beautiful shots. You're not going to see a better grouping in the field.
Oh, my card was all over the place. They were throwing it left, right, trees, no trees, out of bounds.
And look at Kevin's footwork, having to negotiate the casual relief area. That casual relief is so that if you're in there, you can take it back. But the problem is if you just barely clear it, you still have to do a little dance to get your momentum into the throw. Or you just go 50 feet past it and not have to worry about it at all.
This needs to hurry. Hurry.
Oh, no.
That didn't hurry.
Never crossed in bounds. That is going to be out of bounds early.
I wonder if they'll give him a spot up there. From our angle, obviously, we have the camera guy who's probably a bit back from where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And from their angle, once you get around that corner, you could give the player the benefit. We'll have to see.
Jeez Louise, man. Are you kidding me? That is so good. This looks like a...
Also good.
Yeah, okay.
That's more of your...
That's Ricky's not trying to mess up shot.
Yeah, and that's normally where everybody's going to land anyways.
Which is right where the old pin was.
And they didn't give him the benefit because he never hit, obviously. That needs...
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. He's like, I threw it too far. Why did
In the water.
Why did this happen to me? I wish I was shorter like Paul Ulibarri.
That's definitely not what Anthony's thinking right
You
now.
don't think?
No.
I mean, I could never throw it that far out of bounds, so I got a regulator. Ricky, good bid. I mean, he doesn't need it.
Yeah,
So.
it doesn't need it.
This is a big putt for the kid right here.
That is going to be a triple bogey 7.
And right,
just one of the 11 players in the world who birdied the hole today.
yeah, McBeth and Ricky are torching this course right now. Absolutely torching the course.
And
This course is not this easy. In fact, I think only what has there been to this point, maybe 3 rounds at double digits on this course.
Yeah, and Ricky's 14 under last
Right.
year at Worlds.
So they're on pace for that, and
It's in the single digits. I don't know if it's that few, but it's not many. And even with Ricky missing putts and taking a bogey early on, he's still...
Oh, I meant for the day. I know that Kyle Klein
oh.
came in with a nice
10 down.
like a 10 down,
Yep.
and so yeah, out of the best players in the world, they're the only ones really pulling tricks on everybody.
Hole 15, just that mandatory early on that you have to worry about. And then
That's a
you
putter.
got OB left, right, and long. Ricky just going shot for shot, throwing his backhand rock. This is on a really good line.
And this one is not that easy as well. This one's playing uphill, left to right wind. I mean, it's probably playing as one of the easier holes on the course, but
Yeah.
it's definitely not a gimme.
Yeah, that's the 3rd easiest hole, but it's the first non-gimme easy hole.
Yeah.
Like
That
hole
makes
7
sense.
and hole 11 feel like gimmies. This is one you have to work for. Just not too many big numbers you're going to take on it.
If you guys are watching this and you're thinking, wow, playing pretty easy, I'd love for you guys to come check it out and see how difficult this actually really is. It is not.
And that was a bit of a rare occurrence as Anthony Barela throws into the tree, and the tree, very un-Lake Eureka-like, spits it out and keeps it in the circle.
After a 7, sometimes you need a little break.
Yeah, course giveth and it taketh away sometimes. Paul McBeth just wants the taketh. As he taketh another one, he's at 10 under par.
Wow. Guts.
Yeah. Slice him open. Oh, that sounds weird. Oh, I didn't like that. I'm so sorry. Just dice him down the middle or something. Paul, you take over.
Anthony Barela from about 15 feet,
Chop
right in the
suey.
middle.
Sushi. Okay. And that is going to be a star frame here for our lead group. $25 to edge. Hole 16, par 4, 606 feet. Roller tee shot is a common play as well as a forehand or backhand air shot. Just want to avoid with the roller going out of bounds to the left, as we do have a bit of a tailwind, and if you overturn it, that bush line on the right could get in trouble. Then there's a mandatory about 3/4 of the way down the fairway just to keep players from playing that big spike hyzer over the road. We have seen some big distance players get looks at 2 on this hole, and Garrett Gerthy has taken a 2 on this one multiple times, and it is doable, especially with that tailwind.
I played with Garrett today. He put it inside circle too, and hit the tray for.
He
for
just does
two.
that so often on this one. That's
This-
a great roller line. Yep. So not a superhero effort in terms of eagle look, but Paul McBeth has pretty much guaranteed himself an easy birdie with that big tee shot.
Ricky showing his athleticism along with his shot-making ability with his Wraith.
That's a Wraith.
That's right. I had to ask him because
He was annoying us.
If you're going to throw it that much, we got to know.
Oh.
Kevin's slipping as well.
That's funny that not that shot wasn't funny, but he slipped. Ricky
That's
slipped.
funny that he threw a bad shot.
I slipped right there too, and it doesn't feel like the T-pad's slick.
Really?
I did a little dance move after I threw as well. So there's something to the way that you have to angle your body, maybe the way that you have to really get over early as those trees on the left side maybe pinch you in an uncomfortable way that maybe it forces a dance move.
Then why didn't Anthony fall down as he throws this
boomer
of it?
Yeah, this is in that eagle range. If it ever stands up and turns over.
Yeah, this is Garrett Girthy land.
Yeah,
this is circle 2.
So he'll be able to see the entire basket from there. It's going to be a downhill putt.
Yeah, that's makeable. Kevin having to go the same shot he just did, but that's going to be...
bush line.
Very frustrating round for Kevin, as you can see him kind of just taking a second.
That's what you got to avoid.
I don't even know how he got in there.
Yeah, that's another sticky situation, Paul.
It's a really good out from there, even though, you know, that's outside circle 2. There's nothing you can do in there.
No.
That is thick rough. Really the only rough on the course as well.
Well, in the back 9, perhaps. Get a little bit of it on a couple of holes in front 9. But yeah, you're right. It's the one place where you can go in and not really know if you can get out.
I can't imagine
What?
how thick that rough could be on the front 9.
Just oh, I hadn't thought about trying the bank shot. Anthony Barela going a little bank shot off a tree.
I love that he full sent it though. He didn't give it. He was obviously going for the 2. He's a crowd pleaser, and he's gonna get an easy birdie from it. This needs to sit.
And that is such a delicate downhill putt. Kevin will have every bit of 30 feet left for the bogey 5. Paul is on autopilot, man. 11 under. Just shredding the back 9. Wow. No way.
Tough break for Kevin.
I think we forgot to put the Jomez graphic in there because that was a Jomez.
Yeah.
For sure. Ugh. Hate to see it. Kevin. 3rd double bogey of the round. He's got a couple bogeys as well, and he's still under par. If there's any person in the world that can mitigate a mistake, it's this young man. I swear he gets so many birdies. Hole 17, par 3, 310 feet, straight across the water, just a little narrow landing strip. Banked down towards the water, it plays like a backstop.
Yeah, this is throw your disc that you have the most controlled distance with.
This hole is just begging to get aced. It's not going to be too much longer before it happens. It has to happen at some point. And it's just right there. You see so many players go with that hyzer play that if it doesn't go in, it still checks right next to the basket.
Yeah, it definitely filters you right into the basket.
My prediction is at some point we are going to get a SportsCenter top 10 ace on hole 17. And how sweet would that be if it were last round of the tournament with the action maybe just a little bit closer than it is this year.
Another thing that it filters is right into the water. That's me. I noticed that today.
I noticed that my shot filtered right to the water.
Here is Anthony also filtering into the water. He's going to be proceeding to the drop zone. It's a pretty stressful hole, being that if you do not make it on the island, it is a guaranteed 4. Because the drop zone is really, this is out of bounds as well. Man, tough last couple holes for Kevin. As you can see, there's really no going for this, as it being such a small island.
Mm-hmm.
When you're throwing from the drop zone, it actually thins the landing zone.
Yeah. Could see like Barsby doing it. That's it.
Yeah, if he went to the drop zone.
Oh.
And there's a double bogey 5.
This hole is, for so many people, it's a 2 or a 4. You very rarely see the par. You very rarely see the double bogey.
Very true.
But every once in a while.
The drop zone is not easy. It's not in the realm of easy. You should do it, as Kevin almost gets another pop out.
Yeah, 53% birdie, 33% bogey or above, only 14% par. It's just, you just got to make that landing zone. We'll worry about that next year when we come back to Lake Eureka. For now, we are down to the final 72nd hole of the event. Par 4, 711 feet. Big time low ceiling power drive, air shot, and roller are going to be the 2 plays you're going to see from this group. Maybe Anthony Barela's got a little bit of a show for the group, as he's got a little bit of anger leading into this hole. Who knows? We have seen that big high distance anhyzer shot over the water before to try to cut off a bunch of distance.
McBeth reaching for the roller, SS Avenger. Or Avenger SS.
And Paul at this point obviously realizes there's no catching Ricky right now, but he is playing for pride. He is also playing for the potential of shooting an 1100 rated round. He's going to have to deal with a swing set first before he gets there. But right now at 12 under par, he's teeter-tottering on the edge of 1100 rated round, and you get to see it right here on JomezPro. Pretty awesome.
Scorching it.
And Ricky right there behind him while being in front of him. He is playing an incredible round himself and didn't even need to do it.
Well, actually, he did. With Ricky playing with Paul playing as well as he is, this course isn't shy to give up those over par strokes, which we see Anthony Barela's over par. He's on the lead card. That happens to Ricky, and then all of a sudden we have a new leader, and that's Paul McBeth. So Ricky never let up.
Yeah.
He played golf and then scored on top of it, so well deserving of this victory.
And Anthony not going anything crazy, just going to rip an air shot. And if this is clean, this is going to be
massive.
Yeah. Our camera guys, our catch cam guys, they know where to stand on the fairways. If you ever see them turn around, you just saw.
You did your job.
A monster.
What a shot from Kev.
Just curl up. Kevin Jones, ladies and gentlemen. A great event for him. A nice send-off. Obviously a little bittersweet right now as he's gone double bogey in the last 2, but he'll finish the event with a birdie. So few pars for that man in this last round.
This looks perfect as well.
Okay. Sit down. Sit down. Okay. Didn't matter much, but
That makes up for Keglo.
I don't catch the reference. That's one of those lead card inside joke things that I don't get.
Yeah, I don't make that lead card very much either. We're going to have to make more lead cards.
That would be good. Let's do it next time.
All right, let's try it out. And Anthony's going to be left with a little tester straddle, possibly to end his round. 4 birdie.
You love to see this player make this putt on the last hole in front of the gallery. Connects the birdie. And that'll lighten the mood just a bit, which not the round that obviously Anthony was looking for, but anytime you finish with a good birdie putt, it just has this amazing way of healing any sort of negative vibes you might be going through. Jeez, autopilot.
And that's a new course record.
Oh, because of hole 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different course than last year.
Good birdie from Kevin, staying on the lead card the whole tournament, being in the mix the whole time. Kevin will definitely learn from this experience.
Ricky wanting to go for the putt, makes it, and we get an awesome star frame on the last hole. Ricky Wysocki, your 2020 LEDGESTONE Insurance Champion. An incredible last 3 rounds for this guy. Incredible putting all week. And there is Nate Heinold offering the glass. And let's get a little interview from the champion himself.
It feels amazing. I mean, I've been through a lot of obstacles throughout the past year. With obviously everyone knows I go back to the Lyme disease. That was a huge setback in my career, but I think this is a sign as to what's to come, and I've overcome the Lyme disease with my choices and decisions. So I'm super excited to get this out there, get this win, and move forward towards progressing my career and being the best Wysocki bomb I can be. But yeah, there was just absolutely no chance that didn't care who it was. I wasn't gonna lose by a little bit like I did at Worlds. I just wasn't an option for me, and I just wanted to make sure that it was all in the ball was in my court. And it didn't matter what anyone else did. If I played my game and played aggressive and got the birdies like I did, then it's game over, and that's exactly what I did. Yeah, I mean, I think this is something to where I'm playing at a level right now where I can consistently play. It's not like I'm bouncing up, bouncing back and forth. I'm really consistent. Even when I'm not winning, I'm right there in the top 3, top 4. And obviously, I'm always trying to win, but I pride myself on my consistency when I'm in my prime, and I feel like, you know, after the Lyme and everything, I'm back to where I need to be. And so I think that's the most important thing for me is confidence and knowing that I'm at a spot where I can stay here.
That's scary for the field.
But also beautiful words from Ricky Wysocki,
yeah.
just saying,
Yeah.
You know what, I overcame a lot of things, and if I'm playing good luck. Good luck to the rest of the field, and I believe him.
As we take a look at these final round results, Ricky Wysocki, your champion. Paul McBeth, an incredible 13 under final round. It has been a pleasure working with you. If you would like to enter into a Grip 6 giveaway, head over to grip6.com/JomezPro to try to get a prize pack. I'm wearing my Grip 6 belt at all times. Paul, I know you wear yours.
That's right.
Great product. Thank you so much for being with us in the booth. We are going to be at the Green Mountain Championships in 2 weeks in Vermont. Next time you're going to see JomezPro. Thank you so much to the JomezPro Founders Club. You guys are amazing. Paul, you're the man too. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, dude. Nux. We're out.